Now, see, this is the best part, Navy firefighters, police officers of San Diego and the world. Coast Guard, it just keeps getting better and better for you guys, tech companies, FBI, CIA, and SA. Okay, so we saw yellow Michigani shirt with the yellow M, and then we also know where the yellow Z is for Zillig. So now, this is where it gets good for the military, and those guys have been waiting it out. You profess to be the one, Joe. I think what's going to happen is they get to tell the story about how big of a pain in the ass that you have been. Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, the All-American Antilla, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man, Vidabafor, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS Puzzle, Robo Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ella Reyes. So, Bernard and Perlita, and you keep doing the Carney, we're stupid thing. Perlita, you just don't get it. Bernard, Harry, Perlita. They get to tell the story about how your war failed, Dave. Joe. If we're gonna make fun of it, Bald East Coast Negro, see? Bald Eagle for Freddy from Texas. The Navy and the fighter pilots, the special forces, the police officers and firefighters that work hard, and the tech companies get to tell the story not only of you, Joe, and how infinitely dumb it is what you have done, Cowboy Hillbilly, Bernard, Harry, Carney, Red Randy, El Cortez, Petco Park, Ghetto Life Perlita. They get to tell the story about how the group of you have always been a pain in the ass. Country and Western. See, Karen Fowles? Karen, see? You should never have doubted your Disney child. Because they know the rest of the families that you guys beat up, Ellery, see, Easy Zombie, see, Ellery, your idea, Dave, did not work and it made a mess. All American. So again, that's why we do this. So the Navy and all them and the Coast Guard, they get to tell a story off of one. You guys are beating up of a child, making fun of him. Because I wanted to be a fighter pilot and I couldn't do it. So they get the orange card. And like I say, if you're going to make fun of the golden Negro, Joe, there you go. You guys made one police officer this morning super famous. Worth more money in the world. So now, Joe, they get to remote control you. And Pickens Street, Jamaica Street, and you, Harry J. Race, Bernard LaChance, Perlita Jones, Quinn Wan, Gordon. You guys showed them the orb, Perlita, but you have to ask if they ever agreed. So they get to predict that you are wrong, Perlita, forever, and tell the story about Joe and his cowboys and Indians and you guys' massive eugenics mess up because you're too greedy, Joe, and you ruined it with the All-American anyway. So Stan, if that's how you're gonna choose. So who cares about what your truth is, Harry? Like I said, Dave and Harry, when they get to tell the story with their families and friends, and they get to take over the Disney and the SeaWorld, and they go, it would have worked nicely if you guys didn't beat the kid up. So, Minister, either way, Joe, they have now the yellow M for Michigani, Z, yellow for Zillig, and see what control did I have or you have, Joe? Probably absolutely none. Because you all ruined it this time, Joe, Harry, Bernard, doing whatever you wanted, Perlita, and you can't do that, Bernard. So as long as you do the Carney noise, Red Randy and Bernard and Crybaby, these guys get to take over your stuff and tell the story for the whole nation in one wild swoop, all the way from the east to the west. They've taken it all over in any other nation that you guys deem to want to take over. It would have been easier if you guys didn't even run the torture tank. Maybe that's the problem you got, Joe, Harry, Bernard, to prove in some point, but you never were, Joe, and we went over this last time. You probably never will be, because you destroyed the one. And so, like I said, you caught me You should have stayed in Golden, Tom. Why? And they're super hutty cheeks. And they keep beating you all. And so, yes, Hilton's Bowman's Kennedy's. Now you know, Richard Hilton, Paris, Nikki, you guys actually get to take over the world, but now you know why the carnies do the dump and screw up everybody's faces because they're jealous of the Navy, the Coast Guard, the fighter pilots, the Blue Angels, and the Hollywood celebrities. Pretty much for no reason. And Bernard LaChance tried to become a vampire through Underworld when he probably should have chose Interview with a Vampire. And now we also know why Joe Zillig went after Tom Cruise and me and Howard Stern and Jay Leno and PBS and MTV. So they get to tell the story, Joe, about how Karen and you guys' Carney Country and Western is some massive fail like 3 or 4 times in a row because, you know, it's not really made for that. So I could have done without the torture to the teeth and the eyeballs and the ears there, Joe, but we'll use the homing device and Perlita's little turquoise crystal ball to remote control the group of you, and then the Navy and all them get to tell the story of how Joe Zillig's theory with Bernard is full of shit, and they've had to make up a story ever since because he was a freaking pedophile, rapist, kidnapper.